morning folks, this is George Sager, the 83-year-old powerhouse. You've probably seen me on national TV, I've been on local TV, I've been on local media, I've also been on Live 5. My idea on this life is I want to try and get people fit for that when they're going in hospital or anything like that, they're in overnight. I'll tell you about why I know about this and how I know it works. 10 years ago I had a new hip in, and when you went in for a new hip, you were in 3 to 4 days. That was it, everybody was. I was in overnight because I was all fit next morning to let me out. It was same with my knee was just the same. I went in for it 3 to 4 days on the piece of paper that you had to stop in hospital. Next day I was back home. So on 2 occasions when people had to stop in for 3 or 4 days, I was just in overnight. That was because I was fit and I trained well. Now the other thing is, I had open heart surgery. They found a cyst in my heart and I had to have open heart surgery. They kept me in hospital while they could operate. When they operated on me, on the Tuesday evening, I didn't go into intensive care, I didn't go inside ward. I just stayed in a ward overnight, and the next day I went to the normal ward, took everything off, told me to walk about. On the Saturday morning, I was back in my house, sat down. On the Sunday, I was walking around the field outside my back door, walking my dog. Nice and steady, but out. 4 weeks later, I was back at gym, training. So it is important, I'm emphasising, to be fit. So right ladies, this is for the ladies. This is to get your triceps and your biceps looking nice for summer. So you can wear a dress with no sleeves. Because if you lose weight, the fat, it wrinkles, which is natural. So you've got to build your muscles up inside that takes that little bit of fat up, loose skin up. So here we are for biceps, like that. And go right down, nice and steady. Like that. Now these are very easy bands. These are very easy. So I'm telling you, set off light. Because if you don't, you'll set off heavy and you'll hurt yourself and then you'll stop doing it. So we're in for long haul. So let's do it like that, nice and steady, and just wrap it round. I'll show you some more bands where you don't have to do this, but for me, I think if you're just setting off, I think this is quite enough. They're cheap enough to buy these bands, and just like that. Down again, nice and steady, and that's all you want. You don't want to be rushing, you're just nice and steady. You'll feel it, if you can hold it and you'll feel it move up and down, and that's what you'll feel your bicep move up and down, and that's what you've got to do. Now that's for your biceps. Now your triceps is different. That's the arm, that's the one up back here. So you go like that, and you stretch it right up, down, stretch it right up, down, stretch it right up, down, stretch it right up. Nice and steady, get used to the exercises, learn the discipline. Because if you don't learn the discipline, you'll hurt yourself and then you'll stop doing it. And I don't want that to happen. I want you to do that. And that's it. And then when you go to other sides, dead simple, just change your arms around, get it over back, like that, over back, like that, and then go it like that. That's all you want to do. No matter where you get the band, up and down, up and down, up and down. And that, I feel that, and this band's loose, and I feel that already. And then we've got another one, and this is just to try and tie you up a little bit across the shoulders. Because you want to try and make your chest look nice, because just like that. And fetch them right in, and take them right out. Fetch them in, out. And if you feel that, you'll feel it working on top of your chest. And that's to get this part of your chest so it stands out a bit. And so it makes you look better. It makes a woman look a lot better. It makes a man look a lot better, but it makes a woman look a lot better. So that's 3 exercises that I've gave you for today. I'm not going to flood you with exercises. We're going to take it steady over a quiet period of time. Right, this exercise, I've got 2 1-kilo dumbbells. Not heavy, equivalent to a tin of beans or a bottle of water. And you can do exercise with these. So, same exercise, just do it like that. Nice and gripping it. If you grip it, it actually tensions your muscles a little bit better. So if you can grip that tight, tin of beans, bottle of water, just like that. And that's for your tricep, up like that, down and back, up like that, down and back, up, down, up, down. Same with that one, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's your triceps and your biceps. For your chest, just like that. And you'll feel when you're doing that exercise, you pull back that little bit, you'll feel your chest muscles moving. So all we're doing this week, and it's for gentlemen as well at 50 that's not been to the gym for a lot of years, let's do it nice and steady. I'll show you some videos from training. I'll do one at the gym and I'll show you some exercises when I'm training at the gym. So that's it, nice and steady, you can feel it. Right, this is an exercise for the older people that can't walk a lot or can't do it. This is an exercise that you can do to strengthen your legs so that you can get up, because I want you to be able to sit in the chair and stand up 5 or 6 times, 4 times. It don't matter how many times you do it, as long as you increase the number of times you do it after. You don't want to be doing it for 4 days and find out you do it that easy. You want to be doing it for 4 days, and when you find it easy, step up another 2. Step up while you can do 100. You might think 100's a lot, but it won't take you long to do 100. But it will do. It'll strengthen your legs and it'll get you so you can walk about a lot better. You might have a stick now. I believe that if you've got to start sitting up and standing down, sitting down and standing up, sitting down and standing up, it'll strengthen your legs and you'll probably be able to throw a stick away. The other thing I want you to think about is walking down your path, from your front door down your path to the gate and back again, and see how many times you can do that. Increase your exercise and your breathing, because it is important for older people, 50s, 60s, I see a lot of them struggling to walk and struggling to breathe, and I just think, you know, I'd love to see them doing a few exercises. This is what this is about. These exercises are about the young people and more so the older people that's going in hospital and they're stopping in for a week when they've no need to because of the mobility. So I want to try and increase your mobility and your fitness and your breathing. And it's simple, it ain't hard, but you've got to work at it. You might play a few tricks on your brain, but forget about that. You've got to overcome that. And just do it every day. Do it every day, up and down, and you will guarantee, I will guarantee within a month, you'll be walking at least 100 metres if you're not walking that now. But you'll double what you're walking. And don't try and run when you start to walk, just walk nice and steady so your body is safe and you're safe and you're not going to fall. That's the main thing. We don't want you falling and breaking your hips or anything like that when you hold it. Young ones will be okay, but the older ones. So I'm going to show you what I want you to do with this chair. And it's a simple exercise, it's just like that. And all you do then, you just shove yourself forward, stand up. Then you sit back down, like that. Shove yourself forward, stand up. Down, up. And that's all you want to do. But that's a very, very important exercise for bottom of your back and for your legs to get you mobile. And that's what I want. My top tip for this week is, because I'm showing you exercises, is breathing. It's very, very important you get your breathing correct, especially when you're in your 60s, probably in your 50s, but in 60s, 70s and 80s like me, you need to be able to breathe properly. And you're just setting off in exercising, so you want to make sure you're breathing so you don't get no dizzy spells or anything like that. We don't want you falling. So when you're doing it, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and keep the exercise. Keep the breathing properly so you don't hurt yourself, you don't fall over. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's what we want to tell you for this week. Right, in my next video next week, I want to talk to you about controlled eating. That you eat the food that you like, but you control it. I'm not a believer in diets, because the yo-yo diets, you take weight off, you put it back on, you take weight off, you put it back. Controlled eating, it'll control your appetite without taking any fancy pills or any fancy injection. So just leave it while next week and I'll feed you into that very gentle, because I don't want you to lose a lot of weight then feel ill and dizzy. So controlled eating, that's what we'll talk about on next. Right, this is George Sager, I'm signing off, 83-year-old Powerhouse. If you like it, I'd like you to like, share and subscribe so that it gets out to everybody. Thank you very much.